Alright, this is Oleg with OpenBOM. In my video today, I am going to demonstrate a super powerful OpenBOM feature for instant supplier collaboration. So in my demonstration, you can see a bill of materials of the wireless router. And I would like to work with two contractors. One is used for plastic development and another is used for PCB. Now my bill of materials was created and it contains a lot of information, also design data, also links to the files, as you can see here, and also information about cost. So I would like to share part of this information with my suppliers, and I want to share these two items with the supplier that working with plastic, and I will call it supplier 1, and this is the PCB contractor that I would like to call it supplier 2 for the purpose of this demonstration. So how can I do it? So OpenBOM provides a super powerful mechanism called UserDefined Use. I can define user-defined view for each supplier where I can put a condition. So I can put a filter in the view which says this view is intended for supplier 1 and condition is the outsource parameter in the bill of materials that used to indicate who is working on this. So you can see, for example, that these two items are belonging to supplier 1 and this item belonging to supplier 2. Now these items, I don't want to share it with anybody. Anyway, that's my internal stuff. So I created two views, two user-defined views, with one for supplier 1 and one for supplier 2. Each one contains only the information that I want to share with supplier. I want to share cost. I don't want to share my internal information. I only share the data that I want to share with my supplier. And I put a filter. So I can test it first now, and I can demonstrate that if I switch to supplier 1, I will see only data that I want to share with my plastic supplier. You can see no cost, no other information that I don't want to share, only data that I want to share with supplier. Now let me switch to supplier 2, and I will see only information about this PCB, but it includes the sub-levels because on the sub-levels I also marked it as supplier 2. So as you can see now, if I'm going and put some view off, I can see all information in my bill of materials. So now let's see what will happen if I will share this bill of materials with two suppliers. Now I am using share command and I put the supplier 1 and supplier 2 with appropriated views. So when I did it, now each supplier has access to his own view. And now let's watch what happens. So I created this so I can demonstrate it to you. And I created an additional 2 windows where I can put this information and I'm logged in with each supplier. Okay, so let me just modify the screen so we will see all this information together. So now you can see this is my view as an OEM manufacturer, and this is one which is a supplier 1, and this is the second which is supplier 2. So immediately what you can see is that each supplier only can see his own view. So the data is entire data is not shared. So this is supplier 1 and this is supplier 2. So the second thing that you can see that even each one has own view access. We are on the same page and we are on the same level of information. So all changes that will be made simultaneously, and if I will make changes in a particular piece of information, the data will be changed simultaneously. So let's see, I have a supplier node and I would like to make a change. So you see this is seamlessly highlighted and I am saying check sourcing, like I say, validation required, okay, and the information is updated. So I want to say that I want to have change of quantity, but now with this supplier, and I'm changing this from 1 to 2, and the information is changing at the same time. So process comment, process approved, and the information is changing. So a supplier can make changes by himself and approved and validated. So you see the data is changing. So what happens is that two suppliers and a company are working on the same BOM, on the same data, but they have a separated access to each portion of this bill of materials, each portion of the view. So they are absolutely on the same page about everything that happens. They will not lose information. The information will not be sent to them in some package or Excel through the email that will be lost. They stay on the same information and they can see the same data. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon in the next video. Thank you very much and have a good weekend.